Assalamu alaikum students. Today we will discuss the combination of capacitors, and firstly we are having the series combination of capacitors. It is a combination in which all the capacitors are connected in series such that their alternative plates are connected to each other, and we have also joined them with a voltage battery source, and I amount of current is flowing through them. I is equal to Q by T. So if I is same, then Q is also same in the series combination of capacitors, while the voltage would be different. So finding out the total voltage or the potential difference across all of the capacitors would be equal to VE. V equals to V1 plus V2 plus V3, and putting the value, as we know that by the formula V equals to Q by C. So putting the value, we have V1 equals to Q by C1, and V2 equals to Q by C2, and V3 equals to Q by C3. And we can also put the value of V as well, but how we will make it you will see at the end. Now taking Q as common, and inside the bracket we are having 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3, and at the end what will we do, we will shift this Q in the denominator towards the other side, and rest of the values will be same as there. And V by Q is equal to 1 by C, and I will name it as a C equivalent, and this would be equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 and 1 by C3. And you can see it, since it is in the denominator form, this is the reciprocate value, so we can say that 1 over CE will always be smaller than any individual capacitance, right? Any value of individual capacitance would always be greater than the equivalent capacitance, right? So we can say that 1 over CE is always smaller than 1 over C1 or 1 over C2 or so on. Coming towards the parallel combination of the capacitors, we are having 3 different capacitors that are connected in parallel along with the battery source, providing the potential V. In this case, V would be the same, but different amount of current is flowing through all of the capacitors C1, C2 and C3. So if I is different, then Q must be different. So in this particular case, the overall voltage would be same, and you can write V equals to V1 equals to V2 equals to V3, because potential difference is same across all the capacitors. And now the charge would be different, and the total charge which is flowing through the all of the capacitors would be equal to Q equals to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Putting the value for Q, we have C1V plus C2V and C3V. Taking and the value of I can write the value of Q as well, but I can also make it by taking V as common, so we will do it later. And we can write Q equals to, taking V as common, C1 plus C2 plus C3 in the bracket, and dividing this V on the other side, we get Q by V equals to C1 plus C2 plus C3. This Q by V will become C, and you can write it C equivalent, which is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3, right? And as you can see that this equivalent is greater than any of the individual capacitance, right? So throughout we see that the C equivalent value would be greater, because it would be the sum of the capacitors. Now there is a small topic called electron volt. Now what is basically electron volt? Electron volt is basically a unit of energy, you can say. It is the unit of energy, and how we can define it, we say that electron volt is basically that amount of work done which is basically acquired, or that means done by the electron or done on the electron, that is acquired or lost by the electron, or you can say amount of energy acquired or lost by the electron when it is displaced between 2 points, right? So whenever an electron is displaced between 2 points, the amount of energy it acquires or it loses in case of moving between towards the field or against the field, then it will gain or lost the energy it possess. So they say the amount of energy acquired or lost by the electron when displaced between 2 points having potential difference equals to 1 electron volt. This is how we can define the electron volt. And the formula for calculating the electron volt, this is equal to basically whenever a charged particle moves, basically its kinetic energy is changing, and we say kinetic energy is equal to 1 electron volt. This is by definition. But how this formula has come, we know that W is equal to QV, and work is basically the change in kinetic energy, and Q is basically the electron charge on electron, and V will remain the same. So by this we have made this formula, delta K kinetic energy equals to 1 electron volt. And now putting the value, we know that charge on an electron is basically 1.602 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, and there is a volt as well, 1 volt as well. And on solving it, we get 1.602 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb into volt. Now this coulomb and volt will now become joule, right? So coulomb into volt is basically equal to joule. So 1 electron volt is basically equal to 1.602 into 10 raised to power minus 19 joule, right? And other units which have been in use are mega electron volts and giga electron volts, which you will find in the numericals as well.